This is X7, an all body weight workout, and like all of the Express workouts, you are done in 20 minutes. Now this workout is a phenomenal foundational approach for us the whole year. We are really laying some key bricks, setting and aligning your gait, mobilizing your hips and your shoulders, and really focusing on the core training basics. The basics are not basic, they are fundamental, they are foundational fundamental. So that's a special type of situation. Let's get into the workout. All right, the sprinter stretch, man, this one is near and dear to me. We're gonna use a slant board with the toes elevated. Let's check that out quick. And now why am I doing this? It's gonna drive more range of motion through my ankle and really stretch my calves. Now, I'm gonna show the dip bar option. The wall I'll show as well, but I'm showing this because this gives you unique leverage that I think maximizes the hip flexion and extension benefits. So you'll see what I mean here. I'm gonna lean into it, and again, I've got this ability, so when I'm here, using my shoulder support, see what happens, like if I'm here and loose, now look at my leg. As I support, I get more extension and I get more leverage to kind of push against that and really drive the hip into the capsule, okay? So here's where the magic happens. We're gonna start here, and then we're gonna do a exhale up through the mouth and get that knee as high as you can to the chest. And you can see what I can do here? I'm pushing in, and now I get more flexion at the hip and more range of motion through the ankle. And again, it's supportive enough that I can work on it. I can talk to you and do this, all right? If you did this in space, this just wouldn't happen. Now, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up, and I get that big stretch. Here's the wall option, still good. Get as much of a lean as you can into it, and again, the goal is to get that heel down, and then from there, really just push out and push your shoulder blades as far away as you can. Mobilize the shoulders too. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, and then I start nice and slow. Do a little iso hold, now watch. Swing, get a nice good hip swing going, hip flexion, extension, and every time I power back and extend, see that dynamic mobility at the ankle? I love this exercise, and that's why we're starting this workout this way. The hollow body runner, amazing exercise for the core. Now we did the basic version last month, review X1 for those mechanics. The biggest thing to take away is we gotta have that lower back flat to the floor, okay? We want the shoulders to lift, and we wanna keep the knees tucked to the chest and create some tension in the pelvis, why not? We're here, let's do it correctly. Squeeze in and create some activation of the pelvic girdle, and then I'm locked in. Now, here's where we start. I'm going to inhale out through the nose and try to drive, see that extension I'm trying to drive? I can even point the toes, I really want to get crazy with it. Look at my feet, I can mobilize the ankles. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna exhale back and then switch sides. Extend and flex, so extend and flex, opposites. Try to pull the toes to the shin, and come right back. Make it harder, why not? And now go overhead. And now the spinal stabilization goes to a whole nother level. You're gonna hate this exercise, but it's gonna change your life, so you're gonna do it next. Man, the march, the most underrated exercise in the game, in my opinion. It looks slow, some might discount it as being effective, but what are we doing here, right? We're getting our toes forward, we're focusing on driving and stomping underground to activate the glutes into full hip extension while keeping the core engaged, and then we get to flex the opposite hip, and we get that kind of effect where we can drive through and really get the hip into the capsule, right? Start with a stick, and what we're gonna do here is inhale down, exhale up. Now the more you exhale, the crazier the core contraction. It's not just using breath to drive movement for calm and focus and excellent performance, all right? But it's also for just maximizing the ab contraction, all right? And then I can get rid of it eventually, but let's start here. We come up, exhale up, inhale down halfway, exhale up, back up, down. So it's 1.5 repetition. We do twice as much work in the hardest portion of the exercise, where ideally that knee is just below and above 90 degrees. That's where you get the psoas going, all right? Put it to the side and really increase the balance challenge. Here we go, that's the normal rep, and here's the, and I can also pulse if I wanna make it harder, but come down, and then I'm gonna add some more pulse. You wanna make it harder, man, that's where really, and again, you feel that deep hip flexor stretch. And yeah, I can enhance that. I take the slant board and really increase the challenge, and what am I doing here, right? More calf and ankle stretch while working pulses or, all right, and then I can kind of use this to stick down. Watch what happens. Here's what I be in free space. But when I'm here with the stick, watch, boom, and I can even get more extension. So it's just allowing me to access angles from a joint range of motion standpoint that you can't without the self-assistance. So start there, then put it away. It's gonna be challenging. You can work on this all year. All right, so now we're in the side plank, and what we did here is we went from the normal position with the arms in front of the face or at eye level, and then we're just gonna spin them, internally rotate the shoulders, and that's gonna allow us to do this, which is transfer side to side. I'm showing you the easy version right now, but you can even start that on the first round. Why not? It's gonna allow you to better look, like if you go too hard, see where the hips will end up being. But if I have the light loader, I can warm up into it. Look how much distance I get from the floor from my obliques, and that's what's really happening here. We are fucking frying the obliques. Now, I can add a leg raise here, abduction, to get the lateral hip rotators. Inhale across, exhale up on the clam shoulder lift. Now, we make this harder by straightening the legs, and again, straight line head through feet. I'm going to exhale away to side plank. And then one smooth move. Let that hip into full abduction. I'm gonna roll all the way back to the other side and really pull those shoulders down and back. Get that hip lift, right? Get that hip lift. Push up and ice pick the floor, and then bring it up, bring it down, and roll right back. I'm melting, and it'll make you melt too, sexually. We've done the stationary run. We use a 4-4 rhythmic breathing, 4-step. Inhale through the nose to the belly, 4 steps. Smooth exhale through the mouth, or for as long as the steps are covered. It's a juicy exercise, all right? Uncle Baby goes a little bit heavy on the beard oil, all right? Puts a stank on it. Now listen, here's how we do this. Here we go. We're gonna do a 4-4 again, but now we're going low and focusing on speed and turnover. So look at these beautiful little feet. On the balls of the feet. 4. All right, so it's a faster version of that, but what I'm gonna do is mix between that and the, so the breathing is 2. All right, so it's power to strength. This is gonna really blow up the lungs and the diaphragm, but the cardiometabolic is off the charts. Do it today. You know, I design these workouts and I forget that I actually have to do them and show them. I'm dying right now. We're back to the side plank. We're rolling side plank. Now, the key here is, right, we did the abduction to get the outer hips. Now we're gonna do the inner hips or adductors or groin with the inside leg lift. So I'm going to exhale across, and then I'm gonna drive this into hip flexion and push away from the ground to create that space, right? So I could be here, and you know, I can still get some benefits, but if I'm up here, lock that out, boom. It's like a running position almost, right? But anyway, we're here, lift it. I just showed you something that's coming, didn't I? And then we get that inside leg, and I could add movement here and start swinging, but for now, we'll get there. Just focus on this and rock it out. Now, you know Uncle Baby can 2-step, but we're doing a 3-step runner like we did last month, but I got a little tweak. We're gonna add a lunge and get more hip and thigh recruitment. So here we go. Little bit of shift in the breathing, so bear with me here. We start in the balanced lunge position, opposite arm, oops, see that, right? Correct, head over foot. Nope, come all the way back. Use your obliques and core to pull you back in, you idiot. You do this for a living. All right, lock it in, and then I'm gonna inhale down through the nose into a nice good lunge. Exhale up, all the way through, I exhale through, and then I inhale down, balance her up, step up and stay square. So keep it slow still. Eventually you can speed that up, but we're bringing that lunge into it. I'm getting kind of horny. So right about now you're like, why does Uncle Baby Biscuits do this to me? Because look at me, we are dripping right now. This is the 10th movement, and by the way, you gotta do another version of it, another round of it. And I know some of you definitely got challenged in the first month, but you're like, wow, we're getting spicier, and that's what this is all about. Constant progression, but micro, so we don't overload the system, and we can do it for a long time. Here we go. We're taking that plank, you know the mechanics, review the next one. Ice pick, push the shoulder blades away from each other, and then I want you to, don't do this like we did blocking in the past, get wide enough to allow about hip width, so I can start doing an exhale out, inhale back, exhale out, keeping the hips and shoulders square. Same thing with the legs. Lift, exhale up, inhale down, and then we go opposite arm leg. Keeping the hips and shoulders square. Try to extend and reach out if you can. Get some hip extension into it. And back, all right? Don't tell me home workouts aren't legit. You can't say it! You've got one. one hell of a workout coming up. Make your post-workout report in the comments section below. Have a great day. And remember, you're done in 20 minutes. You get paid for done. Get it done. No excuses. Love you guys. Peace.
Go. Halfway.
Rest.
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 Go. Halfway.
rest.